Alright, so, Arcane Season 2. Is it an improvement on the first season? The practically near-perfect season that it was, and is. No. They are both just as good as each other. They are both literally just as good as each other. You can't really decide on which season is better. Like, the first season sets us up for the world of Arcane, and then season 2 we just continue on from season 1. Well, obviously that's what every show does. But nah, this show really was quite the adventure, I will be honest. Season 2 was well with the 3-year wait gap that we had. There really isn't anything bad about this season, not one thing. Like, if I was to compare this to season 1 in any way, like, if there was one thing about season 1 that I think was better than season 2, I would probably say the soundtrack. Not that season 2 isn't great. It is honestly one of the best soundtracks of this year, and one of my personal favourites, period. But I felt like the season 1 soundtrack, it was just a bit better in my opinion. Like, season 2, it has some absolute bangers. It's got, like, Paint the Town Blue. What else? Blood, Sweat and Tears. Come Play. Like, the list just goes on. But, like, season 1, I think it was just a bit better. Like, my favourite song from the season 2 soundtrack, personally, it would have to be Blood, Sweat and Tears, because that song was just so powerful, and I am just shocked that it was not even in the show itself. It's got its own music video, but just, it was never in the show, and I could literally pinpoint a moment from season 2 where the song would fit in, and with a certain character. But no, they just didn't use it, and I was just so confused as to why. But nonetheless, season 2 was just so good. The characters were great as always. I think my favourite character from this season, who would it be? I think it would probably be Jinx, because, like, from where she was at the beginning of season 1 to where she is now, she is the character that's gone through, like, the biggest, like, personality change, like, of all the characters in the show. Like, I'm not going to say what happens, because I want you all to watch this show, if you have not already, but, yeah, she, in my opinion, was the best character of the season. Vi, she was great as always. Season 2 Vi, I felt was better than season 1, because, again, season 2, it's picking up after the first season, so we get to see, the aftermath of what happens in season 1 and how it changes the characters. And yeah, Vi, she was just amazing. Caitlyn, I did enjoy it, but I was also really nervous for her because of how she also changed. Yeah, pretty much every character, like, changed in some shape or form, but, yeah, there was only a few that I was, like, really nervous to see, like, how they changed, but, nah, she was still, like, a really great character. Ambessa, talk about an amazing villain. Like, literally, I got goosebumps, like, pretty much every time I saw her. I think the one part that really, like, got me, like, sent nerves, like, down me, like, to my core, was the ending of episode 6, if I'm right, of season 2. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you what happens, you just have to watch it for yourself, but there's this one moment where, like, we zoom in on Ambessa, and she is just, like, full of rage, and, yeah, that was just, like, it was just so, like, nervous. Like, I was so nervous for what was about to happen, and it just really made me emotional. This season was also emotional as well. I Did I cry more this season or the season before? I I think I did actually cry more this season than season 1, because, like, I did rewatch season 1, and I do remember watching it when it first came out, and I do remember crying, but season 2 was just on another level. Like, I think pretty much every episode, like, made me cry. Or actually, I think there was one episode that, like, took a bit of a break. Like, we caught up on one certain character and, like, where they ended up. And, yeah, I don't think I even cried that episode. But every other episode, I did cry. And I am not ashamed to admit that. Yeah, the animation this season, absolutely incredible. Like, I've said this before, like, you could literally take a single shot from the show, like, any shot from the show, and it's just a masterpiece. Like, a masterpiece. Like, literally. Like, it's just so good to look at. Like, and now the show's over. Like, I did read somewhere that they apparently have, like, a few things in development. I hope that's true, because I can't remember where I saw it, and I need to know right now. Has it been a month since the show ended? I think? No, it's definitely been, like, a few weeks. So, yeah, I already missed the show so much. I will be rewatching it, like, over and over again until I get, like, bored of it, which I'm just going to say right now, I'll never get bored of Arcane. The show, the soundtrack, everything. Like, I will never get sick of it. Yeah, I haven't really got anything else to say about this. So, yeah, how would I rate Arcane League of Legends Season 2 on a scale of 1 to 10? I'd give it probably a solid, well, not really solid, but I'd probably just give it, say, 9.5 out of 10. Had it been a 10 out of 10 show, had it not been for the episode that played it safe, like, I did like that episode, but I feel like because it played it safe, it did sort of, like, not drop in quality at all, but, like, just, did we need to take a break from the action? Like, really? Because I don't think we did. But it was still a great episode nonetheless, and yeah, check out Arcane on Netflix. Like, if you have not watched it, what have you been doing? Like, seriously, what have you been doing? Just watch it.